Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my goodness, we are, I'm in Colorado if you're new here, and we might be getting snow sometime late tonight, early in the morning. You know, maybe there might be snow by the time this video posts. Wow. Yeah, there's been snow just up in the mountains. I'm not in the mountains, but you know, we might get some first one of the year. But then again, if you are somebody that celebrates Halloween and has your children going around for trick-or-treating, it's generally pretty doggone cold for Halloween. And this year is no different. We're under freeze warnings. Yeah. So no cute costumes for Halloween here. Just saying. You layer it. Cute costumes like 3 layers underneath. That's where the cute costume goes. Anyway. I like yarn. That's why I'm here. Yeah, I'm here to talk about yarn. Oh, I do have some pretty orange and whatever. What do you think? Is it pretty? You're like, it's a little messy. I know, I've had it for a while. I have. This color isn't even one that you can get any longer. This is Arcane Fiberworks. This is a color that was named Orange Oriole. If you like this, I'm pretty sure there's another colorway on Arcane Fiberworks that you might fall in love with even more that is available. Tyler's the yarn dyeing creative genius behind Arcane Fiberworks, and he rotates his colors in and out, and it is absolutely amazing. So this is one of the first balls of yarn skeins hanks that my husband got for me, was the Orange Oriole. He got a couple of them. And I was making something, I haven't shown it before, and I was making my own pattern. Do I know where my notes are? No, that is crazy talk. Could I reverse engineer it? Maybe. Am I going to? Yeah, probably not. No, I did. And then, okay, so, oh, I'm sorry. You want to see it? Yeah, okay. This is it. Can you, yeah, see? I mean, highly variegated, lovely, stunning yarn. Let's not make it faulty needles. So this is one full skein. Well, this part right here, right? This is one full thing. And what I was trying to do is, you know, it's each wedge, so to speak. You can see like little wedges down here, right? You know, each one got exponentially bigger, right? I'm like, wait a minute, this is too big. And I have one more skein of this color. I think I do. Maybe, okay? I have to go downstairs and check. But I think I have one more skein of this color, right? So as large as these wedges were getting, and I kind of did the math, I'm like, one more skein to really make this into a usable shape wasn't going to be enough. And then I was looking at maybe contrasting colors, and that's why I got my first skein of the charcoal colorway. Love the charcoal. I thought that would look really great. Do I have one of those sitting right here? Do I, or did I actually put it away? Crazy. I don't think I put it away, but I don't see it right here either. Here's some of the charcoal. This is the leftover little 8-gram little ball I've got left from the sweater I made for myself. But this color I thought would go, you know, obviously it goes well in making like a thicker stripe. And I did something else. Oh yeah, I made my sweater. Yeah, that's what I did. So I used the charcoal. That's okay. Hubby just got me more. I've got plenty. So I thought this was nice, and I love my oranges. We know I love my oranges. I thought that would be pretty, but you can see I got sidetracked with making so many other things. Will I get back to this? I should. I mean, I can get my size 5 needles back, right? Yeah. And since I have so much of the charcoal, I could stripe it in and do some other things and just make it into a, I don't know, a shape or something. I mean, it could be like a bib style. I mean, that's pretty cool. Bib style, I'm not really sure. What would you do with it? There's no pattern. Just remember, we discussed that. Do I have notes somewhere? Yes. Do I know where they're at? Not really. Are they in this room? Yes, they are. They're on a notebook pad. I do know that. I didn't put it on sticky. I actually a lined paper notebook thingy. Not sure where it's at. I think I know, but it's not important enough for me to go looking for it. It's just not. So I had this, and I mean, that's a lot of knitting. That's a lot of knitting, right? That's a whole bunch of knitting. So I had this, and I'm like, maybe if I did the increases, you know, the short row thingies and everything, and maybe did it a little faster, it might be better. I don't know. So I went ahead and I wound up my Saint Nick. This is the reason. This is the Saint Nick color. in fingering weight. This is the reason my husband ended up getting the Saint Nick sweater, because once he saw this in fingering weight, he's like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love that. I would like to have that, and I would like to have that as a sweater. And Tyler ended up sending me the yarn to make his sweater. And I did. I made his sweater. That wasn't the agreement, but I made the sweater. That's what I wanted the yarn for. And yes, and he had sent multiple people yarn that year, and I was quite thankful. So I started doing the same thing. Can we see? I did the little triangles. Yeah, you can see it in the camera, right? The layer, the little triangles and everything a little bit faster. I had dry skin. A little bit faster, and I got a farther, you know, okay. But again, I was gonna need more yarn, and I do have another one of these. Pretty sure I do, and I've got more of that charcoal. So what do we think? Should I do something with this? I mean, I can see it in the camera. Can you see that well enough? Is that even worth putting the effort into? I think this is, he does such a great job of highly variegated yarns and everything. I mean, it blends. It's not pooling, it's not anything else. I mean, look at all this. There's no pooling on that. And it's spectacular, but I'm wondering, does it really show the pattern enough? Can you see that enough, or is it just my imagination? I can see it, but you know, there you go. So that was, oh, that's at the front and back. And I did them a little bit differently. So you got that line there, depending. Can we see it on that one? No, we can see it on the other one. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of more of a defined line for each one. It's very subtle, and I think a different yarn, a different color yarn would probably show what I was going for better, but this is what I wanted to play with. It is. So this is my fun stuff. This is, yeah, and it's been sitting in hibernation for quite some time, because my goal was I didn't want to show it until I had it written up with a nice pattern saying, hey, wow, would you like to make this? This is cool. No, I'm not doing a tutorial on it, but you know, just because, I mean, doing a tutorial, that'd be long, right? No one wants that. But, you know, share it. Well, I don't know where my notes are, and it's been languishing for a while. I think I should just add some charcoal stripes or something and do something with it. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of shawls that are kind of similar with that kind of a thing. Is this an actual triangle? Don't think I noticed that. I was going for more of the asymmetrical. It's asymmetrical. Not everyone pronounces it that way. Lori from the Armchair Chef is one. It's really funny. I thought she was just being funny. But anyway, asymmetrical. So it is an asymmetrical. Yeah, this one's more of a pronounced asymmetrical, right? See, we can see that, right? That's, yeah. But this one is more of a, I mean, it's a, yeah, I guess it's going to get that way, but it's more right now, it's more like a 90 degree. So I don't know. It'll get that way. Yeah, that to me is more, it's not as pronounced. Maybe I just, well, I didn't get as far as we can see. There we go. What would you do with it? I mean, I could pull it out and do something else, but why? Well, if I wanted the yarn, I would in a heartbeat. But would you do something with this? And if so, what? What would you think to add? Oh, look, I got 2 size 5 needles on these things. What would you do to either finish this off, make this into a usable something, or just wind it back up? What would be your thing? I mean, it's gorgeous. We know that. This, like I said, this is one, the Saint Nick colorway is what started the whole process of hubby's sweater. His first Arcane Fiberworks sweater that our son still wants. And then this, because, you know, I like my oranges. Yeah, I do. So I'm not sure. What should I do with it? What would you do with it if you had it? I mean, this one's farther along. I could do something. I don't know. That was what I think that was part of the reason why I had stalled on it. It was at that point, I had only done, I think my husband had only done like the first order with Arcane Fiberworks. So I had just a few colors, and I didn't have a whole bunch. I definitely didn't have any of the solids. And I was looking at pairing it with something else. And then by the time I got the charcoal in, it's gorgeous. By the time I got that in, I had moved on to so many other projects and continued. I mean, that's a lot of knitting between both of those to not really have anything to show for it. Yeah, and I was doing this and making videos and showing you guys everything else and didn't show you this stuff because I wanted to do something. Wow. 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 I did it. Yeah. I hope this is picking up as well for you, because I can see where the direction of the knitting has changed. I think this might be really cool in another yarn. I mean, it's cool in this yarn, but more, maybe not a complete self-striping, but something along that line where you're really going to see that defined difference where it goes back and forth, where the yarn and everything, the direction of the knitting changes. I think that would be really interesting with something like this. And look at that stretch. Look at that. Look at that. It's all stockinette. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is such a fun, that's fun. It's such a fun thing. I love this. And it's, you know, since it's the garter, of course you could block it, but you wouldn't have to. You just leave it, right? It's not curling. It's not anything else. It's just pretty. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I just, like I said, I was kind of working on my room a little bit, kind of cleaning up some things, kind of moving some stuff around. I'm like, oh, I forgot I was even doing that. So there you have it. That's some of the fun stuff that I do behind the scenes. We all do things behind the scenes, but that's my fun stuff going behind the scenes with some of my very first Arcane Fiberworks from Tyler. At you know, it's just been absolutely one. And this is when I think I did one of my reviews, the first review. I had no idea if it was a scam, for that matter, and I didn't know, you know, when I looked online, it said Tyler's well, I assumed that it was a girl. I'm like, because I don't know why, I just did. And I didn't have the name then. And then with Tyler, you know, it's like, well, Tyler can be a boy or a girl, right? But no, he's a gentleman, you know, nice family man, everything. At least that's what his picture shows. Yeah, that was way back when. This was one of my first orders. And this was my first order that helped me to fall in love with Arcane Fiberworks yarn. Yeah, it's my addiction. And if it's not mine, it's my husband's. He gets on there. He's subscribed. Tyler has a newsletter. He's subscribed to the newsletter. I'm not. Surprisingly, I am not subscribed, but my husband is. So when new colors come out that he's like, oh, my sweetie would like that. That man is fast with the submit button. I fill a cart. I will fill a cart, and I will empty a cart, and I will refill the cart, and I will put in this color and that color, and it doesn't matter what the site is, right? It does not matter. That's at Joann's, that's at Webb's, that's at Little Knits. Little Knits is awesome, just saying. That's even at Etsy. It doesn't matter. I'm filling in the cart and everything else, and I'm putting things in, and I don't hit the submit. You know, it still gets the endorphins, whatever, of planning of what I'm going to make. Now, my husband, he doesn't play like that. He fills the cart, he clicks submit, and then he just goes on with the rest of his day. And I'm like, oh, you can do that? Right, you know, I'm like, that's... But that's what he does. It's like, holy cow. So yeah, he knows the new colors. He definitely does. Yeah, that's how that works. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go and give me some ideas what I should do with this stuff. If I should just wind it up and use the yarn for something else, or how I should finish it off to make it something usable, right? Whether I keep it or give it away, it should be something usable. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.